Good morning, students. Today we have to discuss yesterday's class highlights. Today's topic is conducting materials. It is already well known the conductor and insulator materials are two faces of a single coin. Hence, how much importance we have to give the selection of insulating materials. The conductor materials, these are also main backbone of in electrical machines. So the conductor materials are those which transfers the electric charge carriers very fast or very easily. Hence, the conductor material should possess naturally high conductivity. If materials possess high conductivity, then it consists more number of valence electrons, then flow of electrons or charge carriers, later on current becomes easy. Hence, to transmit the current from generating station up to the consumers, we have required a big role of conducting materials. A conductor means generally our focus moves to copper. It is well known copper is a good conducting material. Later on steel, aluminium, brass, gold, mercury are also referred as good conductors. Depending upon properties, gold is good, but it fails to use as a good conductor because due to cost. Mercury is also one of the good conductor, but amongst the comparison of all, copper becomes very good, including cost of the system and availability and other properties later on. Now, classification of conducting materials, it depends upon two broad categories: high conductivity or low conductivity, or inversely low resistivity or high resistivity. We have to discuss high conductivity materials. These materials possess higher conductivity in their good character or lower resistivity. The materials are used as a windings. Such materials are used as a conductors in all types of windings, that is in electrical machines or electrical measuring devices or electrical other appliances, or in general transmission and distribution lines, and also in the windings of transformers. So copper, silver, gold and aluminium are referred as high conductivity materials, one side. Then low conductivity materials, in second broad classification, low conductivity materials comes. The name itself implies these materials possess lower conductivity or in terms of higher resistivity. Such conducting materials are mainly used in heating appliances, electrical related heating applications, because these materials are characterized by high temperature and higher resistivity, little bit lower conductivity. Hence, these materials finds the applications in electric heaters, space heaters, electric ovens and electric furnaces. Daily we are seeing the application as a filament in incandescent lamps. Examples are tungsten, carbon, nichrome and manganese. Later on, these materials are also used as the contact materials in electrical machines. Carbon brushes is the one example. There is no third classification, but based on the applications, also conductor materials are listed as shown below, because it is also referred as generally coils, windings, coils as in electrical machines, heating elements, materials for lamp filaments, conductors as in transmission lines, materials as bimetals, electrical contact materials, materials for brushes in electrical machines, materials used in fuses These are based on applications. It may be low conductivity, it may be high conductivity. Here are some examples. You view the diagrams very carefully or photos very carefully. First one, you can observe copper is used as a conductor in windings. It is windings. Its machine is three-phase. Either it may be three-phase induction motor, either it may be three-phase synchronous generators. What is the copper you are seeing? It is used as a winding. It is placing in slots, stator slots. Then similarly, continuation of figure number 2, it shows the three-phase transformer windings. Again, copper is used as a winding in three-phase transformers. Number 3, the towers. You are seeing the transmission towers. The conductor is used as a lines, transmission lines. Either it may be copper, either it may be aluminum later on. So the number 4, the conductor is also used as in bus bars. Bus bars. These are again conductor parts. Feeders also comes, bus bars also comes. These are useful in power stations. Either these are useful in substations, power receiving stations, switch yards. Okay. Now you can see, you can list what are the properties or characteristics required for high conductivity materials. The name itself implies the material should possess higher conductivity or lower resistivity. Higher conductivity, again, it easily passes the flow of electric current, that is flow of charge carriers, which is required. Then it should possess least temperature coefficient. The material should also exhibit lower value of alpha, lower value of temperature coefficient. That means its resistance value should not change appreciably as with temperature changes. That is also another important property. The material should also possess better mechanical strength, because some conducting materials are exposed to directly atmospheric changes, either during service condition, either during manufacturing, either during operating conditions. You can example the transmission lines is only example. Transmission lines are exposed always to atmospheric changes. It may be summer, it may be winter, it may be rainy seasons. Hence, the material should possess better mechanical strength. It also sustain wind pressures. During the wind situation, it should also sustain wind pressure also. Hence, it should show definite amount of mechanical strength. Then, to obtain the required length of the conductor material, soldering property or weldability property it should exhibit, because we have to get required length of the winding material. Hence, solderability, weldability is required always. Depending upon next condition, resistance to corrosion. In different applications, we know that corrosion also becomes very important part. The conducting material should not take the corrosion action. It may be particularly important in underground cables, where the conductors are used in underground cables. Ductile and drawability. The material should also exhibit drawability and ductile property. It is mainly important to obtain the required size and shape of the equipment. It may be in winding, it may be bar, or it may be in thin wire shaped things. Hence, it has to show better ductile property. Examples are copper, aluminum, gold.